Hi everyone, welcome to another of my pick a card reading. So I actually have prepared this pick a card since yesterday, but yesterday I was a bit under the weather, and yeah, my energy was low because today I had to take care of some business that is a little bit draining. so so I postponed the pick a card until today. So actually today I was not I'm not in the best I'm not in my best condition either. But yeah, I really feel like I want to do this for you guys. So yeah, and apologize for the lack of lo-fi music as is my trademark because yeah, I feel like I need to focus on the reading today. So no music for today, but yeah. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Today's topic is about what will happen in 72 hours. So because I shuffled this card yesterday off camera, so I don't know, maybe I should title them the next 48 hours because 24 hours has elapsed. But anyway, this is what is going to happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. So if you are anxious or worried about something that will happen during that period of time, or if you are like in the verge of making a big decision or waiting for a news or something big in the next 48 or 72 hours, then this is your reading. So we get three piles as usual. So this is pile number one. I'm sorry for the glare. This is pile number two. This is pile number three. So this one came up upside down when I shuffle. So that's interesting. We will see. Pile three is always the most interesting of all three piles in my pick a card. So let's see what message the universe has for pile three. So yeah, I'm going to start with pile one as usual. So if you need more time, please pause the video. And yeah, I will start with pile number one. Oh, and before I forgot, if you need a private reading, the details will be down below in the description box. So yeah, okay, let's start. So hello, pile number one. So if you choose this door, then this is going to be your reading for the next 48 to 72 hours. So I'm just going to reveal all the cards and then we'll see what message is there. So for you choose this Divine Door Oracle card, and the message is distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Pass this on. So just from this alone, I could tell that you have something that you have been wanting to achieve maybe since you were a child or for a long time, but it's like a childhood dream of some sort, but it's like you have given up on it because maybe life happens and you need to work 9 to 5 like everybody else to earn money. But this card seems to tell me that you have been thinking about this dream again, and in the next 48 or 72 hours, you will have to make some sort of decision regarding this dream. And it's like the universe is telling you that um, if you decide to follow this dream, then your guides will support you, your spirit guides will support you, they will have your back. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. So we have the Seven of Swords, very interesting. So, okay, I'll just lay down all the cards. We have also the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles or Queen of Coins, and the Five of Wands. So this card actually, when I shuffle for you, this card didn't jump out, but I saw it twice. So there has to be a message for you in them. Also, for your oracle advice, we have magical gateway in reverse and beauty. So, okay, I will try to fit in all the cards in the so that you can see them all. Okay, now usually I never read in reverse for oracle cards. Let's talk about this first because this is the first card that I shuffle for you. So usually in my readings I use oracle card as an advice, and I never read them in reverse. But when I shuffle for the three piles today, uh, I mean for the three piles that we are going to talk about today, this card jump out and the position is in reverse. So I thought that the universe must wanted me to read it as a reversal. And this card says magical gateway. So it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And the fact that this card is in reverse, so this card signifies that there is going to be it's like in relation to this distant dream, in the next 48 or 72 hours you will be kind of nudged or pushed by the universe to take up some opportunity or offer or do something that will help you to achieve your whatever dream that you have, your secret dream, your childhood dream, whatever it is that you have always wanted to do, but you had not done it because of life. And there is going to be a sign, an opportunity, an offer that will help you get closer to this dream in the next 2 days. But the fact that this card is in reverse, meaning that um, you have been you have been hesitant, you have been afraid, you have been scared to take up this opportunity, maybe because it will require you to make a big leap of faith, like uh, uh, a big jump out of your comfort zone. And yeah, so I think you already know, maybe you already sense this opening, this way gateway for you to achieve your dream, something you have always wanted, but you have been hesitant to take it. You have been in two minds. Your energy has been in like a push and pull between what you want to do and what you need to do. And this goes in line with the Seven of Swords, because Seven of Swords is like something done in secret. So maybe you are afraid of people's judgment of you if you take this opportunity. Maybe you are afraid that people will think that you are crazy, that it's very unconventional, or maybe you feel like you need some time to mull over or to think about this opportunity. Basically, this Seven of Swords means that um, you are a bit intimidated by this opportunity, even though you want it, but you also like kind of almost overthink it, like there are doubts in your mind as to whether it's like you think this is too good to be true, because we have actually beside this card the other cards are very good, like the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, is and it's in the upright position, meaning that the fortune is on your side. Like this is a big opportunity, like that literally comes like once in a lifetime. Maybe it involves travel to a country or to a place that you have always dreamed of, but because you think it's too good to be true, or that there will be some repercussion, not repercussions, sorry, I mean some consequences for taking up this dream. You thought that there is going to be a price to pay like you need to sacrifice something, you kind of like slink away, like you feel scared about this opportunity, and you kind of avoid it. Like you don't want to say yes to it right away because you are scared. You were like, should I take this, should I not? Or and kind of like maybe you have been like sitting on it, and like uh, maybe you have been watching a lot of pick a card readings to know whether you should take these opportunities or not, even though, yeah, basically this is a sign for you that this is once in a lifetime opportunity, and it comes with money. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a monetary opportunity. It's not just something that will make your dream come true, but also something that will bring you monetary value, something that will bring you compensation. And yeah, you think it's too good to be true, and you don't trust it. You don't trust it because Seven Sword is a card about like fear, something done in secret, something done in deceit, and a sign of distrust, mistrust. Yeah. So and we also have the Five of Wands. So maybe you are afraid to take up this opportunity because you think that there is going it's going to involve a lot of struggle, a lot of competition, and you kind of wondering whether you can make it. You are afraid that if you try this opportunity, then you will fail, and like you have to start over. Maybe you have to quit your job to take up this opportunity, and you don't want to because you feel like you have no support. Sometimes Seven of Swords strikes to me like a card of having to go through things alone and not telling anybody, not being able to trust anyone, and like being a lone wolf. Yeah, so it's like you almost like you are running from this opportunity that you actually wanted, because I think because you don't believe in your own beauty, in your own ability, in your own uniqueness, like something you can bring to the table in this opportunity. You feel like there are a lot of people who are better than you, but actually you have your own uniqueness to bring into the table in this opportunity. So, for example, maybe this is a job offer, a creative job offer. You feel like mm, you are not better than anyone else, but actually you have something that they don't have. But yeah, you kind of like you don't trust yourself. A second scenario is that probably, but maybe this is just for a small percentage of you, you don't trust the person who offers you this opportunity because you believe that there is something behind it, like something that they don't tell you. Like this person offers you something that is big, that is very amazing opportunity, but you don't trust them because you feel like there are some things that they don't tell, like the challenges. Like they only tell you the good things about this opportunity, but they don't tell you about the struggle, about how much you will have to work for this opportunity. Like maybe, for example, they offer you high salary, and this is a big company, but you feel like if I take that big of a job, then the job must be a struggle. The job must be something that is very challenging, very competitive, and you don't want that. So, but the universe is telling you to believe in your dreams. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So, actually, this is kind of your life purpose. This is actually something that the universe wants you to take, because the universe believes that you are made for this. You are made for this because the distance calls your heart to roam free. So this may involve some travel, maybe travel to another country. And yeah, they are asking you, if you dare to dream it, then you have to take it. You have to be willing to take to to your, like, if you dream big, then you have to have enough courage to pursue this dream and to do whatever it takes to, to achieve this dream, to make this dream a reality, something comes true. And I think the fact that this card is upside down means that the opportunity will not last forever. So, and it's a road less traveled. So yes, it does involve some risk indeed, but I think the universe is trying to tell you that the risk will pay off, and you have what it takes. You just don't trust yourself. You just don't trust yourself. You feel skeptical and cynical about this opportunity. So let me draw you some tarot cards to see why is this magical gateway in reverse. So Ten of Swords, yeah, it's, let's see the other card. Yeah, okay, I'm going to just take this one, but I think, yeah, you are afraid about, um, this is going to be a tough job. So big money, big opportunity, but it's going to be involve a lot of hard work. And maybe this represent your your future boss, your future manager, your future employer, and they are someone who is very driven, very ambitious, and they have big vision. And maybe you are interested, or maybe you are interested with a position of authority, and you kind of, you are afraid that, you will, you won't be up for the job, so to speak. Ten of Swords means something has to end. So it can also mean that maybe it's like you have been agonizing yourself, thinking about whether or not you should accept this opportunity. But I think this card is also signifies that whatever it is, whatever job you are staying now, wherever place you are staying now, it's not going to offer you anything but an ending. It's ending. And this opportunity is a new dawn. It's a new dawn being offered to you. So if you continue to, like, if you avoid this opportunity, then this is going to be your, like, it's a dead end. Wherever you are going, I mean, if you refuse to take this opportunity, then it's only going to lead you to a dead end, because something that you are hanging on to is already a dead end. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to serve you anything. You have been, like, you have been trying to hold on to this, like, mentally you have been trying to hang on to this, to your old place, your old workplace, or the place where you are staying now, or the situation you are staying now. But the universe is telling you that it's a dead end. So yeah, magical gateway, it's yeah, it's a like, if you refuse this, like, if you continue to refuse this magical gateway, then there may not be a second chance. So let's clarify this Five of Wands. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Nine of Cups. So actually, you will thrive. You will thrive in the competition. Like, if you take this opportunity, and if you dare to dream big, and to take steps to achieve that dream, then it's going to be it will bring you a lot of happiness, because again, back to this oracle card, it's something that you have been dreaming for a while. It's something that you have been dreaming for a while, and if you don't take this opportunity, then like it's going to be something that it will not come the second time, and it will only bring you regrets. And whatever it is that currently you choose over this new opportunity, it will end anyway. Like, for example, if you work in a company, maybe the company is going to close in a few months, and you will end up, being jobless anyway. So this chance is not going to wait for you forever. So you have to make a choice. And yes, this also means that the choice can feel very painful, because you have to leave everything you are familiar with, your family, your hometown. But there is the new dawn, and this new dawn is this ultimate happiness. At the bottom of the deck, we have justice. So you are going to get a reward, a just reward for leaving this dead end situation and for taking the risk. The universe is going to see that as a leap of faith and reward you accordingly. So don't be afraid, because you have this beauty card, and it says that you have this. You are the perfect person for this job. You have something beautiful you can offer to this job that others, your competitors, don't have. Yeah. See, your ship is coming. It's time for you to go. And if you decide to go, you will get your just reward. Yeah, judgment. See, it's your calling. It's your calling. It's your calling. So take this. Take this chance. Take this chance. Trust to venture into the unknown. The unknown can feel very, very scary indeed, and maybe you will feel dead inside after you take this opportunity, because you have to leave everything that you know all your life, maybe. But it's going to be very rewarding with this justice card. Yeah, it's time to step boldly without looking back. Don't look back. You are still looking back. You are still looking back. You turn your back on this opportunity, on this very lucrative opportunity. You turn your back on it. You still want to hold on to your past, but your past, your past is going to end anyway, whether you take this opportunity or not, and it's going to be painful either way. So it's better for you to to start somewhere else new, to chase your dream, whatever it is, and to take this chance of a lifetime. Okay, so that is going to be your what is going to happen in the next 72 hours for you. So I hope that resonates, and I hope it helps you make your decision. If you need a more personal reading, the deeds is down below in the description box, and I'll see you next time in another pick a card. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So if you choose this oracle card, let's see what's going to happen in the next 48 or 70 hours for you. So I'm just going to lay down all the cards, and we'll see the overall message. Okay, you have Divine Guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. It's kind of having a similar tune with the I'm sorry that you have to see my ugly pajama sleeve, but yeah, it's going to it has, your pile has a similar vibe with the pile number 1. So if you are torn between number 1 and number 2, then maybe you should check both. So let's see your tarot cards. We have Two of Swords. So again, this is, I feel the same vibe as pile number 1. You are both agonizing over a certain decision. We also have the Hangman. So meaning that you have to look at the situation from another perspective, or you have to zoom out and detach yourself from whatever situation you are in, so that you will not be so much in your head, and you will be able to see things from a higher perspective. Like water and, okay, I'm sorry, I just have to explain this. Water and the moon both represent intuition, gut feeling, instinct. Usually you have, like, here's the thing. Humans often overthink, and our thoughts are influenced by our surroundings, our upbringing. So sometimes our thoughts represent give us an impression that actually may not be true. And if you want to make a decision that is best for you, you have to quit being so much in your head and like thinking back and forth between A or B, A or B, A or B, and just listen to that small voice inside of you, your gut feeling, your instinct. Maybe you have to go somewhere where there is a lot of water, maybe seaside or riverside, in order for you to calm your mind and to really listen in quiet as to what your spirit guides wants you to choose, wants you to do. Because if you listen to your head, then you won't go, no, you won't go anywhere. Just like this hangman. Yeah, the hangman is like seeing things from the perspective of other than you usually use to resolve matters, to look at issues. It can also mean delay. So if you refuse to listen to your intuition and being so much on your mind and agonizing over two choices, then you will be in this state forever until you got some enlightenment. We also have the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. Interesting, because the pile number 1 got the Nine of Cups. So this can be a relationship, because Hierophant can also mean wedding, not wedding, sorry, an institution of marriage, union of two souls. But mostly Hierophant is about being, it can also, it can mean guidance from the spirit that applies in the 3D realm. So Hierophant can be like a priest who channels message from the spirit. So you have to seek guidance from a spiritual advisor, I think, with this, judging from this picture. You have to seek guidance from a spiritual advisor who can connect you, who can connect your experience in the 3D realm with the 5D realm or the spiritual realm, so that you will gain a wider perspective, a higher perspective on what decision you must make that will serve your highest good. Another thing is that a second scenario that comes to me is that you have to think outside of the box. So if you are torn between two choices, and you feel stuck, like you don't know which one to choose, that means it's because it's like hitting a brick wall. You have been trying to look at issues from the same old perspective every time, and that's why you are stuck. Or maybe you are trying to resolve an issue with the same way you have been trying to resolve issues all these times, which may not always work. So you have to change your perspective. You have to think outside the box. You have to approach something from unorthodox or unconventional point of view. So yeah, if usually you resolve issue from just, if you usually only accept one principle in solving an issue, and that principle no longer works, then you have to look at it from a different perspective, or from a different way of thinking. And maybe there is going to be somebody that will help you to, to see things from the different perspective. Because yeah, if you follow this guidance, then you will see, oh, okay, I see. Like you see these parched lands. So this is a very different, like both these people live in a place where it's dry. It's like it's not the best place to live. Maybe, like say for example, you have a neighbor and you live in the same environment, you live in the same city, the same town, same country, and things are not looking good in your town or in your city or in your country, like both of you feel like you can make a better living or you will be happier somewhere else. But in this 10 of cups card, the the land is dry, but the people in it are happier because they look up to the universe. They feel, they see the positive thing in the situation that they are in. So even though they live on in a parched land in somewhere where there isn't much going on, even though their situation may be not so much different from you in that it's maybe it's boring, maybe it's a situation that is not very lucrative, but they are able to see the brighter side of life. Like they appreciate that they still have their family, they appreciate that they love each other, they because they don't, like they don't see from, they see from their heart, not from their mind. So like for example, it's easy for you to think that, oh, I will be happier if I get more money, if I can immigrate to that country or this country. Like that is your mind telling you, because your mind is logical and it tells you that A is better than B, B is better than C. But when you feel things from your heart, you will know what matters most to you. So maybe you don't live in the best country or in the best environment, but maybe there are things in that country or in that environment that you won't find anywhere else, and that you feel like like it fulfills your heart. Like maybe, for example, I live in Indonesia, and I always want to, live somewhere else. But sometimes I also uh, feel that people in Indonesia are very friendly, very helpful, and the foods are cheap, and the cost of living are cheap, and like those kind of things. Like so, you in evaluating your situation, you you have to also consider it from the perspective of gratitude, from the perspective of love, from the perspective of, from your heart, and not just, comparing A and B, and, weighing the advantage and disadvantage, because that's what your minds do. They compare facts, like they compare this country with that country, and they say living in that country is better because it's a first world country or whatever. But yeah, when you look at something, not just with your mind, not just with your calculative mind, but with your heart, and see that, maybe living in this country is not the best thing. Like it's not a country that is super modern or super prosperous, but the country fits you. You know what I mean? You have been living in this country for all your life, and it's just the best country for you. It's what is good for you. Like the people maybe are friendly, and you love the food or whatever, and it makes you happy. So yeah, it's just a matter of perspective. Happiness is a matter of perspective. And to the topic. So in the next 48 or 72 hours, you hopefully will gain clarity on your situation, and you will be able to see your situation from a perspective that you never considered before. So maybe there will be someone whom you will meet in the next 72 hours, who will make you realize that you actually have everything that you need. That yeah, that even if you choose to like stay in one country, then it doesn't mean that you are not going to be happy. Or maybe you are confused between two choices because both of them are equally good or equally bad, you know. But yeah, there is going to be an enlightenment. The universe is going to give you an enlightenment as to which choice will make you happiest. So you shouldn't make your decision based on a list of this advantage and disadvantage, but you have to make your decision based on what makes you feel happiest. Okay, so consider that. You have to consider that, because I think you have been thinking too much in your head and not so much in your heart, and not listening to your spirit guides, to your intuition telling you which choice you should take. So you should consider your happiness. You have to take your happiness into the equation in order to make the best choice for you. Yeah, divine guardian. So in the next 48 hours or 72 hours, there will be someone who will help you make this choice. Make the choice that will make you happiest. Do not be nervous. The path you are on will lead you just right. So you will be shown the way. You will be shown the way as to which of these choices are the happiest for you. Because again, I want I want you to see this parched land. So maybe you are weighing between two jobs, and you feel like these two jobs are maybe not so much different, like they are equally good or equally bad, or equally average. But your choice should be based on what you love most, on what you like most, on what draws you the most, on what your heart pulls you to the most. Okay. Okay, so let's see your oracle advice. We have extremes and we have inspiration. So inspiration is upside down. This came up upside down when I shuffled it. So be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Okay, I was right. So there will be someone or a guidance, whether it be in the form of your friend or a person who tell you something that will make you change your mind, or whether it be a small voice in your heart that will tell you what to do. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Now, the fact that this card is in reverse means that you have not been listening to your intuition. You have not been listening to your guidance, to your heart telling you what to do. Extremes, okay. Yeah, I think you have been thinking about this too much, to the point that that is being excessive. Like, I feel like you need to cool down a little, because we have this water of we have this ice water, and this person is like feeling very hot, very buttered, very maybe feeling very, yeah, and yeah, this is a sign that you have to cool down, maybe by the body of water, so that you can listen to what your intuition is telling you to do. So I want to clarify this extreme card. Hang on a minute. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles is usually an opportunity, so maybe you are thinking of turning down this opportunity, or maybe you think you kind of being confused about two choices, because all you can think about is which one brings me more money. But money is not everything. Happiness is everything. So let's see what's the bottom of the card. Yeah, you have been too afraid of losing. You have been too afraid of loss. And yeah, you will be soon visited by someone or by a strike of inspiration that will tell you that what matters most is not money, but your happiness, uh, your soul's fulfillment, your soul's joy, your heart's joy, your heart's desire. That is what is most important. And I think your spirit guide has been trying to tell you this, but you are too stubborn to listen. So in this way, you are a bit similar to pile number 1, but maybe the situation is a little bit different. It's like you are weighing between two choices that look similar, and even maybe your you believe that your current situation is safest, but it's actually not. I think you have been extremes. Maybe you are not willing to negotiate. So okay, I start to get this with these two cards being the Four of Pentacles is sometimes about greed, about holding on too tightly to what you have. You are not willing to lose anything. You are not willing to gamble on life, and it's because of your pattern, your way of thinking. It has to be changed because it's chaining you. Like we often need more information. We often hear this phrase saying money is the root of all evil. So it's not evil. It's just that when you are thinking too much about money, it's all about the money, you will sacrifice your happiness. In the end, you will not be happy. Maybe you will choose to stay with the job that brings you more money, but in the end, it's not going to make you feel any happier. So yeah, you have to cool down a little and not being too much in your head, not being what do you call that? Like not thinking too extremely in just one way of thinking, like not leaning too extremely to just one way of thinking. You have to consider the other perspective, hot versus cold. So let me just read the guidebook for this one because I'm curious to know more. Okay, extreme. Learn how to handle crisis with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. Okay, yeah. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. Oh, okay. So this may involve some conflict as well. Oh, okay. So yeah, sometimes if you ever heard this saying called, sometimes it's better to seek peace than to be right. Like, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So maybe there is a conflict or there is an issue and you don't know what to do about it. Maybe somebody take money from you. Yeah, maybe you are losing your money to somebody and you are very determined to take it back at all costs. But it's going to probably involve a very painful process. Maybe you need to sue. Maybe you need to file a lawsuit. And in the end, maybe you can get your money back, but it's going to cost you a lot more. It's going to cost you your peace. So this is the second scenario that I got. So don't be too extreme or too single-minded in pursuing something. Okay, let's see. Most of us have experienced extreme of weather, boiling hot days, or freezing of snow and ice. You certainly know you are alive because the sensation can be so overwhelming or stressful on the body. The hot moon appeared in the hottest time of the year, where the days were longest and rain less frequent. It reminds me of this. Similarly, we can experience extremes in life: deaths, job losses, relationship breakdown, true fears, big conflicts, booms and busts. And yet, this is life. Our situation can change quickly for better or worse. The hot moon challenges us to build our resilience and reserve wisdom and calm for those times when things are at their extreme. It reminds us that developing grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in times will pass. Okay, so this is a very intense situation, I think. And you are being given two choices. And you have been stressing over these two choices a lot because you don't want to lose a thing. You are afraid of losing what you have. But the thing is that, is money more important than your peace and happiness? Like, there is going to be someone who will give you a different perspective on this situation in the next 48 or 72 hours. So whether this be a conflict, like whether you consider whether you should go to the court or whether you should let the situation go or resolve the situation with mediation and discussion, which one is the best? Like, in the end, the you have to cool down first. Like, maybe you are so stressed, so anxious, so hot and bothered that you don't see that you are out of balance. So you have to balance yourself. You have to, like, you have to take some time out and zoom out from detach yourself from the situation because you are too involved in it. Maybe you want to win at all costs, but it will cost you your peace. It will give you a lot of stress, a lot of unhappiness. So if you have to consider, which one is more important. In the end, I think, money, losing a little bit of money, because I think that the loss is not much for you. But if it brings you more peace and happiness, then why not? Why not just let this thing go? Why don't just pursue a peace, a more balanced, a more peaceful solution to this issue? Yeah, so that is your advice, pile number 2. So I think this is maybe, it can be about job, but it can also, I think this is more about court cases or something, or a fight over something. Something has to do with money. You are not willing to let the other person go, or you are afraid that if you move somewhere or if you do something, you will lose a lot of money. But if it can bring you more happiness, then by all means, it's what you should choose. And yeah, you will, in the next 70 to 48 hours, you have to cool yourself down so that you can listen to the inner guidance, your inspiration, your divine guardian, your whatever. Because you are not thinking so clearly now, like you are too blinded by your own, maybe your own perception, that you don't listen to your intuition regarding the best solution to this issue. So yeah, you have to cool yourself down, find some balance, listen to your inner guidance, and also listen to whoever the universe send you in the next 2 or 3 days, to help you see the situation from a more balanced perspective, and to consider what will eventually be best for your soul and your heart and your well-being. Don't just think about money, but also consider your mental, spiritual well-being. That's what you should prioritize. Okay, So thank you, pile number 2. Wow, that was extreme. I hope that resonates. So if you want more personal reading, my details is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you choose this pile, let's see what's going to happen in the next 48 or 72 hours. So if you need to make a big decision, or you are waiting for news, or anxious about something, then this is going to be the reading for you. So I'm going to just lay out all the cards and see what message you have. So this is your Diviner Oracle. So normally for Oracle message, I always read it upright, but this flew out in reverse when I shuffle. So there has to be some warning for you here. So in the upright, this card says, silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Oh, wow. So, yeah, all 3 cards today has to do with doubt. Except that pile number 1 has to do with grabbing an opportunity, and pile number 2 has more to do with a conflict or a conflict resolution. So you have been doubtful about your skill. Because we have silent skill, so you are doubtful about your ability to do or to pursue something. So let's see your cards. We have 4 of Cups, the Moon. Yeah, you have been doubtful about something. You have been 6 of Swords. You are coming out of a situation that is very confusing. 2 of Wands, 2 choices, all about choices today. Moderation. Now this is funny because pile number 2 got extreme and you got moderation. So if you are confused between pile number 2 or 3, so there must be a message for you in pile 2 as well. And we got the Void. So the Void is usually about a limbo or a time for you to think. It's kind of a situation in which you have to take some time out from this situation in order to determine what to do. Because I think, okay, you are living something, so there is a situation. So 4 of Cups is usually when you feel jaded about something. It's like you don't want to accept. It's like a same old card, and it's like you feel unhappy about your situation because it's the same old thing, and you are already feeling, it's like you feel flat about something, maybe about a job or a relationship. Emotionally, you already feel flat about it. It's like it doesn't excite you anymore. And you also have the Moon, so everything is not what it seems. This is interesting. So yeah, I think you want to leave a situation that is that you feel no longer excites you, but there is still a lot of unclarity about this situation. Like there is something that you don't see. You want to move somewhere else. You want to move to a new territory, because this person, the 2 of Wands, is usually like making a plan for something new. Like the world is your oyster. Like maybe you have been staying in one place all the time, and suddenly you want to travel the world or something. Just an example. Or you maybe want to try something new, but you are still in the planning stage. So you don't really have a clear idea on what to do yet, because we have the 7 of Cups. So there are a lot of options that you can choose. So it's like from the Four of Cups to the Seven of Cups, it seems to me like you are not satisfied with something and you want a change. You want a change, but you don't know where to go. You are still on the planning stage. You are still on the drawing board stage. You have probably have so many interests that you want to pursue, but you don't know which one to focus on. So there is a lot of unclarity regarding this situation. So I think you should, because the moon is also about when the things are dark, when everything is not so clear, you have to rely on your gut instinct on what what thing is the best for you. So perhaps, yeah, there is kind of a lack of information here. Like you long to go to somewhere that you think will bring you more peace, more happiness, but you don't know yet what you will see there. And also, I think you don't, maybe even in your current situation where you feel like you are over somebody or something, actually there are still something in that relationship or in that situation that you have not uncovered. And maybe if you listen to your intuition, or maybe if you seek counseling or guidance from the right person, you will be able to see more clearly and on what is it that you really want. I think this card is in your situation you are feeling very confused because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you really want. Like you only know that your present situation is I cannot wait to get out of here. But you also don't know what you want to do next. What will make you happy? You have no idea. So you have to figure that out first before you move on. Because otherwise you will just move on in circles. Also this moderation card. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So I think this is more than just food, or maybe it can also mean literally you need to eat healthier food, because if you eat healthier food, it will lead to a healthier mind and you will be able to, think more clearly, listening to your intuition. Maybe you should need to eat more vegetables or go into nature so that you can listen more to your intuition. Yeah, you are in the void means that you are in the beginning stage of something. So everything is still dark and unclear. So I think this is a sign for you not to take action. So your case is the opposite of pile number 1, and it's somewhere between pile number 1 and 2. It's like you need some alone time, some time where you can be yourself and where you are not influenced by anyone or anything, in order for you to listen to your inner guidance on what to do next. Or maybe this is not yet the right time for you to make drastic action, because you don't know yet what to do or where to go. It's different from number 1. Number 1 already knows what they want, but their fear holds them back. But for you, you don't know what you want yet. You are still you still have a lot of insecurity, fear, and confusion in your mind, and it makes you see things unclearly. So maybe, for example, you want a new relationship, you want to date, but actually what you need is not dating other people, but more free time, more me time, more loving yourself. So you haven't gotten to the core issue, and the universe wants you to uh, to to take a break. Basically, moderation is like taking a break from thinking so much, from dreaming too much, maybe daydreaming a lot about, maybe maybe you daydream of wanting to go overseas, or maybe you want to change your career into something completely different. But it's like there is so much that you want to do and you don't know how to get there, because yeah, you like maybe the things that you want actually is right in front of you, but you don't see it because you feel like the grass is greener on the other side. So that's why you need some moderation. This is not the time for drastic action. You have to detach yourself from the situation. You have to calm your mind. So this is the same with pile number 2. You have to calm your mind and listen to your gut feeling and listen to the inner guidance. Maybe you can talk to a, a counselor or a spiritual advisor or a tarot reader even, on what you should do. Because maybe you are just about to start something, you are meant to go somewhere, you are meant to leave this situation, but not in the way that you think. Because yeah, there is still something in this situation that you don't see. And if you see I think the what you don't see is why you want to leave this situation. You feel like this situation is boring, but maybe the problem is deeper than that. So you have to really think about this situation first, like not think, but it's like you have to dig dive uh, sorry, you have to dig in deeper into yourself, know yourself. What do you want? What are your fears? What are your wishes? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? You have to like really go deep into yourself, know yourself, before you know what makes you feel happy, what will bring you the most happiness. So before you take any action, you have to first determine what makes you unhappy, what makes you feel like, what makes you feel unsatisfied with your life. What is it? Maybe you don't have to go too far for the solution. Maybe the solution is right in front of you, but you don't see it. So avoid taking. Oh, okay. So I think this Six of Swords means that you need to take some time off to decide between these two extremes. So it's like you want this dream, you want to change your scenery, you want to change your location, you want to change your job, but you don't know yet what makes you want to change your job. You don't know yet what makes you want to change your location or your relationship. You don't know yet what makes you want to break up with your partner, for example. So you need to take some time off in order to think what makes you unhappy. So this can also apply to maybe if you are on the verge of divorce, then you have to, before you go to court to legalize your divorce, you have to take some time out and really, like, you have to go somewhere different. Maybe you have to go out of town or out of country if possible. A change of scenery will help you to realize what is your true problem. And why do you want things on other than you already have? What makes you want to leave the relationship? What is the core issue? What is the core problem? So don't take extreme action. Be moderate at this moment because you are not clear enough about the real issue here. Whatever issue you might have, relationship, career, friendship, it's something that needs more time to mull over. And that's why we have the void here. Because it's time to think. You are in a kind of a dark night of the soul. Like it's a crossroad between things that it's like you are having a crisis of identity of sort. And that's why it affects your relationship and your job. You are having a crisis of identity. It's like you know you want something different, but you don't know what it is. And it doesn't have to be to require you to necessarily go anywhere. It's like you have to know first what is best for you before you can move forward. So let's read this sign skill. Yeah. You need to meditate. You need to meditate. I think you have been all thinking, all like you have been ready to go. You have been wanting to, like, your emotion. It's like you are going a bit too extreme with your emotion. You feel unhappy, but you don't know what is the source of unhappiness. You have to know the source first before you know where you are supposed to move on to. Yeah, I guess that's the message. So I don't know if I should pull you another card. I feel like I need to pull you another card from the fairy oracle deck. So one final message to clarify the void and moderation. Oh, transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Okay. So yeah, this is not the time for you to take any drastic action yet because you are being transformed. Something is changing within you, and that affects your it's like the universe has not revealed you everything yet, so you are not supposed to get ahead of them. You are not supposed to get ahead of the universe because the universe is saying, wait, you need to rest, you need to recuperate, you need to get your mind, your soul, your heart, and your body healthy first before you can move forward. Because you are on the verge of transformation. I think you are also still healing from a difficult phase. Maybe you feel bored because you have nothing to do, but the universe wants you to stay in this limbo, in this void, because you are going to be healed and transformed. You have to be healed and transformed first before you can pursue a new dream, before you can start afresh. So you have to maybe seek counseling to know why your previous relationship didn't work, why you always had problems in your job, why you always had problems in relationship. You have to resolve that first. You have to heal first. You have to rest first. You have to recuperate first. You have to take a vacation first before you finally realize, before you get that aha moment of what has gone wrong and where to go next. Okay, so yeah, the silent skill is telling you to be silent. It's telling you to meditate, unpack your mind. Yes, exactly, unpack your mind. Like you have to if usually you think of a problem as being caused by somebody else, then maybe it's time for you also to think whether you have past wounds or past trauma that affect your relationship with other people. That are the sort of things that we usually don't see and which we need guidance and counseling to unpack, to unravel. Because when you find the core issue and not just treating the symptom, so if you feel unsatisfied with your relationship, if you feel like your relationship is over because your partner is not like what you think, it's you have to like really dig deeper to find out whether the issue is just on your partner or whether you have a share of it. And this is why the universe wants you to rest, recuperate, take a vacation, seek guidance, seek counseling, or maybe just take some alone time. Take some alone time away from your partner so that you can think. Normally, when we are around other people, it's easy to get triggered and it's easy to blame them or blame the situation. But when you move to a still water, to a calmer place, to a place that can make you feel calm, relaxed, balanced, that's when you can think and see clearly, and that's when you can see that the problem, the issue is not always in the situation, is not always coming from external source, but it can also come from yourself. So yeah, that's your guidance, pile number 3. You have to go somewhere where you can meditate and be calm and unpack your mind, unpack your fears, unpack your needs, unpack your memories, past trauma, repressed memories, and find out what is wrong, what has gone wrong, what is the source of the problem, what is the core of the problem, what is the root of the problem. And yeah, don't take any drastic action at this moment. Just seek a place where you can meditate in calmness, like for a few weeks or a month. Just take your time. You don't need to rush anything, because the universe wants you to heal first and to find out the real core of your situation. And this is what you have to do in the next 48 and 72 hours, okay? So thank you, file number 3. I hope that resonates with you. If you need more personal reading, the details is in the description box below. And before we go, the bottom of the deck says solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasure are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Again, you have just moved on from something and you need to think about your next step and what do you want for going forward. And that needs some time. That needs you to be on your own for a while and not to take any drastic action or move too quickly to another job or another relationship before you find out what is wrong. I think this is about relationship. You have just left a relationship, but you don't know what is wrong. So you have to find out what is wrong before you move on to the next relationship. Otherwise, it will just repeat. The history will just repeat, okay? So yeah, so take some time out, okay? So yeah, see you next time. And yeah, thank you for watching and bye.